To remove this dash, I like to remove this piece of the dash first. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with this crease right here. There's two T15s here and here that need to come out. Tip the steering wheel down, gently pull up on it, kind of pull it forward. There's clips across the back here. There's 4 of them. The next is the knee buster. It doesn't have to come out. It just needs to pull down. Move the side fuse panel cover. The next thing you want to do is just kind of take your fingers into here, kind of work your way around the dash. This one has the factory USB that we unplugged, as well as a little information center. He's done some extra stuff to it. That's what this is. We're not worried about that. We have 6 7mm that need to come out. Now, for most of you that own this vehicle, you know that your dash has probably seen better days. It's starting to get a little breaky. So don't go at it too hard with the 7 because you don't want it to break anymore. Remove the air conditioning controls first. They go over the radio. You can just pull those down out of the way. Gently pull the radio out and just kind of work it down, and that will allow it to slide forward. Reach behind and unclip the plugs. Let's take a look at this dash real quick. It has this big area right in here, and this is a lot of the times when you go onto like certain online retailers and they tell you a radio won't fit, is because of this here. There's nothing located behind this. So if you're doing a deeper radio, this whole area is easily cut out so that you can have room to put those deeper radios in. In this case, we don't have to manipulate any of this because we're doing that super short chassis radio. This piece here, there's a crack here, there's a crack here, and there's another one at the top. So this is all set and ready to fall apart. We need this in order to hold the radio. I have another couple cracks over here. So we're going to use a plastic stapler to shore these up so that the radio doesn't vibrate in the dash. If you've never seen one of these cool little plastic staplers before, they're the things that body guys use to put bumpers back together. They just heat up really hot, push them into the plastic, they'll cool, and they will bond it back together. They come in all different shapes and sizes, depending on what it is you're trying to put together. And there's different holes on the tip here, so that in this case I need to put one in from the side, no problem. As you can see, now we have a much stronger mount. It's a nice little thing to do so you don't have to worry about your customer's radio flopping around in the dash, because at the end of the day, you know that's going to be your problem. With that done, the radio is ready to be installed. We plugged in the GM5 into factory radio harness. We've made all our connections behind the radio. The speaker we went with behind the radio. This thing is really loud. There is a volume control for it, but there's plenty of room in our application. We're just leaving it in here. We found that works pretty well. Everything else can just tuck up out of the way behind our panel. We just need to slide this thing into place and do some final testing. When screwing in the radio, I like to do a crisscross pattern instead of just doing all the lefts and all the rights. And we're just gonna put the one screw into the air conditioning controls so that we can do some testing to make sure that everything is working the way it's supposed to. Cancel the demo, set up the clock. Parking guidelines, we're gonna turn those off right now. Then we'll select finish, make sure your demo is off, agree. Plug the phone in, check to make sure the CarPlay comes up when retaining the factory USB, which we did in this case. Next, what's the weather like today?
Expect cloudy skies today.
So we got it to work here. Let's check the steering wheel controls. What's the weather like today?
Looks like it will be cloudy today.
So the steering wheel controls are working for Siri. Volume control is going up and down. Next thing we want to check is our backup camera. Put the car in reverse. We have a backup image, which means at this point we can put the dash back together because we've checked everything to make sure it works. Put the dash back together in reverse order. If that chime is way too loud, which we've actually turned ours down, turn the key on. Hit menu, setup, AV, scroll to the bottom of the page, Maestro setup, vehicle features, and then you have chime volume located right here. And you can pick between 0 to 9, so if you like it nice and loud, or even louder, if you're really deaf, or all the way down, which is how we like it. It's an easy enough thing to do. The other thing is you can also control your turn signal level there as well. Don't worry about putting that chime somewhere out of the way. There's plenty of volume to be had for it. The last step before you ship it is to turn the car on and go in and check out your software. Make sure that the software is up to date. Check the number, and if it's not, head over to kenwoodusa.com, click on the support tab. You're gonna type in the model of your radio, and then you're gonna download it to a thumb drive. Make sure to extract it all the way out out from the folders to the 2 files, put them on a thumb drive. When you've done it properly, your screen will just say there's an update on your USB. You don't have to go into any menus or anything like that. Select yes. There's going to be 2 updates, the MCU update and the ARM update. Start with the MCU, let it run its course. When the first one's done, do the second one. Make sure that your radio is up to date. Anytime you put a new radio in, always check that because they're updating these things constantly. Try to keep up with the phone manufacturers. And it could take anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes to do that. And with that, we have a functioning radio in the car with steering wheel controls, backup camera, and all the fun accessories you would hope for. You excited?
So excited.
That is the installation on the 4710S.
And the CMOS camera.
That's it for now. We hope you enjoyed part 3 and the final of the 4710 series. If you haven't watched 1 or 2, make sure to go back and watch them so you fully understand and you can get all the functionality out of your 4710. And with that, Fernando.
On to the next one, guys.
You guys have a great night as always, and we'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.